Hello once again, everyone, and welcome once again to Kruznik Sanctuary. I'm Kruznik X, your host. Alongside me, Arya Stormborn.
I'm not alongside you. I'm behind you. I'm the voice you hear. I'm the voice you hear in your head.
I am going to bonk you over the head. Repeatedly.
Such violence. What did I do to deserve this?
You're a dorkfish and a half.
You still put up with me after 5 years. So, what does that say about you?
That you put up with my dumbass even more.
Yeah,
Anywho-zy.
Enough of the Mutual Admiration Society.
Anyways, so we are once again playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker and partaking in the all the features of the newest patch 6.2, Buried Memory. We've gone through the Island Sanctuary, and we're gonna do that a little bit more before time runs out. But today we're gonna, before my patience runs thin with it, let's put it that way.
It's a permanent part of the game. It's a permanent part of the game. It's not going anywhere unless Yoshi P decides otherwise.
Yeah. And sorry, I'm full of carbs. Let's not work with this. Anywho, today we are going to be going through one of the other storylines that unlocked with 6.2, and that is the next chapter in the Tataru's Grand Endeavor storyline. So, in order to do this, Arya, where are you? Yeah, I should probably add her to party so she knows where I am.
Follow the bouncing kitten.
I already know where the bouncing kitten is. She didn't leave the Aetheryte. Alright, so the story so far in Tataru's Grand Endeavor, Mehdjina is coming up with a gift for Tataru to thank her for all that she has done so far. And we're just kind of along for the ride, I believe. But at the same time, we're being thanked by we've been meeting with several people who we've met throughout our journey of Final Fantasy XIV. I forget who we talked to in the last episodes. But for now, let's not waste any more time and speak with Mehdjina to complete this next quest in our storyline, the level 90 quest, Soaring Prophets. Why, hello there! Your arrival could not be have been more timely. Mistress Tataru but just left instructions for another batch of deliveries. She sends her regards, of course. Today she is in Idleshire for business with Rowena's House of Splendors, and tomorrow we'll no doubt find her in some other far-flung corner of the realm. We mustn't be outdone, Chris. This time, our samples are destined for 2 organizations in Quartas. An arrangement made possible by none other than Master Sicard. He contacted his dear friend, Lord Emmanuel de Forton, who was kind enough to spread word of the boutique to his own contacts across Eastgard. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us, and once I cannot talk today. Let me try that again. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us. And once these samples have been delivered, that interest will be piqued to a passion. Or so I have been assured. Lord Emmanuel has insisted he will take care of all the particulars and bid me convey with enthusiasm that he looks forward to accompanying you on the deliveries.
I bet he does.
Now then, regarding that secret mission of ours. A gorgeous sapphire, is it not? It will make a beautiful necklace once restored, a keepsake of not only Mistress Sataru's mother, but that of her many friends and allies from across the realm. I am confident that some of your experience has the most discerning eye for mementos. Bring back anything you think will make a worthy addition. Works for me, I guess. And with that, I will leave these samples in your capable hands and eagerly await your safe return. All right. Wait at the designated location in Ishgard, which is the pillars. Don't we have an Don't we have an airship? No, we do not. Alright, off to Ishgard. Now then, now that we're here, we're gonna take our butts to the pillars by way of... We're gonna go by way of the last vigil. Alright, Arya's here. Let's go this way, love.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's the destination. Chris, old boy, 'tis good to see a rosy glow in your cheeks considering that dreadful business with the imminent destruction of mankind and the end of times and whatnot. Yes, indeed. Who better to distribute exquisite arms and accoutrements than a bona fide hero such as yourself? Well, I have two parties with simply ravenous interest in your products, dear chap. The first of whom so happens to be rather exquisite herself, my dearest Lady Laniette. Be so good as to precede me to the Rose House. I shall be along promptly, of course, just as soon as I'm coiffed and powdered. Oh, God. Dude, take the hint once in a while and know that she is not into you.
Maybe she's just not dressed right.
No, she is so not into him, okay? Let's face it, she has rebuked every single one of his advances since the moment we met him.
Maybe he just hasn't found the right touch.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Hey, come on.
Say what?
I am a hopeless romantic. You knew this when you started dating me.
Yes, I do. There you are. And sorry, we can't stop for ice cream this time.
Damn it!
Hey, look who we run into. A fellow Valentine. Alright, let's speak with, Lennyite. Well met, Chris. 'Tis good to see you hale and whole. Thank you for personally making the trip. I know your obligations are many. Truth be told, your arrival could scarce have had better timing. While our erstwhile troubled relations with the Vanu Vanu improve by the day, we have been forced to reconsider our current munitions due to recent incidents of... I have come, my darling Blossom! Behold, a Madeleine the Executioner, here to smite your foes with a ruthless ardor!
Oh dear God.
Oh my fucking word! No!
Wow. I'm not usually one to say put some clothes on, but...
Put some bleeding clothes on, man! Well...
He doesn't have abs, he doesn't even have a two-pack.
Well, I strike a rather smashing silhouette, do I not? Why, Sigurd cannot have found a better man to give these samples to. Surely such splendid armor could be put to better use than fashion, Lord Madeleine. Could I not prevail upon your better senses to relinquish that gear to those who might appreciate its practicality? Far be it from me to deny any request of yours, Lennyite. Only I must confess that I may have slightly exaggerated Sigurd's, generosity in the matter of gifting these. Ah, you mean to say you borrowed them? No doubt without his knowledge or consent. And why should I have expected otherwise? Friends may forgive, but it bears repeating that your clients deserve at least a modicum of professionalism. You do have other clients, don't you? Of course I have! And of no little celebrity at that! You remember the Red Bills, of course. What? Well, the Void Ark saga really catching up to us. The Sky Pirates? That an experienced adventurer should know them hardly surprises me. But how does a privileged son of House Forton come to make their direct acquaintance? 'Twas a happy coincidence of alien circumstance, I assure you. As Chris here can attest, an unbiased range of social contacts is the essential arsenal of not just adventurers, but any gentleman of consequence. Unbiased is all very well, but sky pirates are precisely the problem I was speaking of earlier, Chris, before we were interrupted. Recently, self-proclaimed sky pirates have been marauding trading vessels with troubling audacity. Even the Sky Steel Manufactory has reported stolen property at the hands of these ruffians. Troubling news indeed, though I cannot imagine fellows as amicable as our Red Bills could be responsible. Still, if we should hear aught of it, I shall send word directly. Now then, Chris, off we trot to the infamous Parrock. I have been told to seek out a certain red standard upon Coldwind. How the pulse quickens! Yes, he is. I'm firing up the regalia, give me a sec. Or are you gonna port us there? I'm talking to the game at this point. Oh, they actually ported us there. Convenient. Alright, let's get in here. Well, if you ain't the very picture of health, Chris. Saving the star from complete annihilation didn't tax you over much then, eh? Let me guess. It was not compared to all the bowing and scraping required of the mercantile genteel. Don't tell me this dandy is what wooed you from the life with sweet nothings of financial comfort. Leopold, my good man, you know as well as I that the only one wooing Chris into anything is yourself. Don't think your interest in our mutual friend here escaped my notice. Your aim all along was less about armaments than it was an audience with Chris, was it not? Not bad for a dandy. Might have had me sights on the touching reunion between Chris and myself. That's not to say I won't be... But that's not to say I won't be needing those samples. See, I've got a job that could right benefit from both your keen sense and those pieces you brought me. So long as they're half the quality of what Madeleine was showing off in the alehouses, anyway. I can count on your participation, yes? You'll be duly compensated, of course. Just name your price.
Sure.
Parts of a necklace? For Tataru herself, eh? I'd have preferred something you might make use of. Give me your mana cutter, then.
Yeah, right.
But far be it from me to dictate what a man does with his booty. That's your recompense. I'll see what I can do. Now that we have you on board, allow me to elaborate. It seems another band of petty thieves has been masquerading as sky pirates and harrying honest traders as of late. So, you've heard of them. Aye, these so-called monstrous cockatoos don't exactly strike fear into the heart of man, but they're being a right nuisance. And now they've gone and made things personal. Arya?
You remember Ramil, don't you? Captain's old airship? Well, after what happened in Dunscape, we've been commissioning the finest airship parts from across the realm for the reconstruction of her successor. Only to have those cockapert nincompoops pillage the very Sky Steel Manufactory's vessel that was carrying our precious cargo.
Well, shit. The nerve of some people, eh? Makes me mouth water. Of course, one of the cockatoos realized whose property they pilfered. They flew into a panic and holed up in Idleshire after stashing the goods somewhere. This is where you and your samples come in. We want you to take Leofard and... Before you spill the rest, Stacia, let's make sure our friend here is still up for a spot of fouling. How about it then? I have been craving game bird lately. I knew I was right to call you. Those downy ducklings won't know what plucked them. Quite so. With Chris returned and our crew complete, victory over those ne'er-do-wells is most certainly assured.
Kitty!
By the by, would you have any terrible objections if I informed the Rose Knights of your designs upon these charlatans? The Knights are affiliated with House Hallinot, you see, and thus have particular interest in recovering the contents of that Sky Steel vessel. I know my the most capable Lady Lanait will simply not rest until she has brought those scoundrels to justice. Can't say it's an alliance I've ever considered. But so long as I get all the cockatoo I'm due, our knights most thorny are welcome to catch in cages they see fit. Splendid! Wow. Lady Lanait and I shall be very glad to hear it. Overjoyed even. Yes. She may simply be unable to contain her unbounded delight. I must away. And get that fucking outfit off. Not awaiting us in Idleshire but danger and subterfuge. But such is more tempting to our ilk than lovely knights, eh? Let's be off. I'll explain the rest of our gambit once we get there. Say less! Jeez and Crow, they are really, like, transporting us. We'll give Arya a second to get over here.
Arya's trying to restrain from kicking booty.
Kicking what?
Somebody's messing with my girl.
Oh damn! Leopard's rocking the new the machinist gear for level 89.
Ooh.
Looks he's rocking it better than I did, that's for damn sure.
Nah.
Anyway. Who's the dandy now, you ask? I reckon my reputation precedes me in these parts. And the legendary Red Bill Leofard ain't known for togs like these. Though I could get used to this. Comfortable, practical, with a sense of style to boot. And often you find that holy triad in battle gear. Quite the line you're touting. Which brings us to your role in my master plan. While it ain't easy laying low in a motley place like Idleshire, these cock-a-hoop cowards have been managing it well enough. So, to lure them out, we're going to spread savoury rumours of a black market merchant looking to fence fine contraband for even finer coin. That's you.
All I heard, I really need to learn to read better because all I saw was spread savory rum, and I'm like, rum? What does rum have to do with this?
Just strike up a chat with any adventurers or peddlers that seem like to share hearsay. I'll be playing your handsome bodyguard, so rest assured I've got your back, Master.
I've taken the liberty of preparing your guise. It ain't as flattering as Leofard's, but you should fit the part nicely in this.
Leofard is now accompanying you,
Keep him at your side and continue wearing the black market merchant guise in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Leofard behind. Oh yeah, we don't need... I should probably hide my weapon. Alright, let's go spread some rumors around. But let's talk to Leofard first. I do want to... This gear fits me sure than a glove. I only wish I could wear my own scarf with it. How each Red Bill wears their scarf is their business. Whether they sport it outright or keep it tucked away as has no bearing on their rank or allegiance. I don't ask on principle, but I'll admit that I'm dreadfully curious as to where you keep yours.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I keep it in a glamour chest about as far away from me as humanly possible. Because I never have any outfits that I can actually wear with it. Alright, we'll work our way in a circle and make our way up. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't use mounts in this.
Yes. Grabby eye catchers, such Sky Stealers. Sky Stealers come to claim busy deal at Craftforge, but bring no trade goods for Jingly Shine. Great laugh joke for Gobby merchants. Sky Stealers leave with frump face. Gobby does not understand why uplanders wish to trade tongue flaps with frump-faced Sky Stealers, but happy to handlend for more laugh jokes.
Much obliged. If all goes to plan, we'll have you laugh joking over their sorry hides for summers to come. Gobby speak is so interesting to deal with. In fact, there was a Reddit post I saw earlier today, where they were talking about goblin speak. I don't remember what the topic was on. Alright, let's speak with this distinguished merchant. Imagine yourself, are you? Perhaps I'm overstepping, but consider this friendly advice. Seeking out sky pirates dressed in such stereotypical garb is akin to dangling a sign from your neck reading, "Purge my purse!" Oh, the righteous Red Bills may pity you, dear sir, but few else. Righteous? Righteous ain't never been to me liking, mate. Just can't abide them reprobates what don't honor the creed of sky pirating. Or so you can imagine Red Bill Leofard might say. Not that it's any matter of ours. Anyhow, should you find someone looking to offload dubiously obtained merchandise, send them our way, will you? If you insist. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, I still don't have a card from Midnight Dew? Jeez. Aria, would you... Oh, wait, you already did this one.
Mm-hmm.
Contrabandists? Well, I do know of some sky pirates new to town. And just the other day I overheard them discussing their latest windfall.
Ah, yes. Just the sort of enterprising folk we're looking for. You think you could help us pin them down?
I'll do what I can. I'm no stranger to sky pirates, so I'll ask around. Especially regarding that formidable ally they mentioned. Sky pirate or no, any newcomer of such repute is better identified sooner rather than later. Alright, we gotta go this way. Oh, no, this way. Oh, no, it's upstairs.
No wonder I'm all confused.
Yeah, I kind of forget that this is here now.
I didn't know this was here.
Alright, let's talk to Leopold. So, are we the talk of the town yet? As far as I can tell, you're strong contenders. Perhaps second only to rumors about a mysterious intimidator who's cast their lot in with the cockatoos.
Only natural that those sniveling whelps hired a browbeater. But what thickhead willingly courts the rancor of Red Bill Leofard? Well, I suppose a few names come to mind. But no matter, our plan proceeds as discussed. Let's take to the streets and wait for our clients to come crawling, eh? Oh there! You the trader looking to chaffer with the monstrous cockatoos? Chaffer? With scrags like you? Fury end me. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That voice. Red Bill Leofard? As you live and breathe. Not for long, though. If you don't hand over what you and your dicky bird stole. Blast all you'd like, Red Bill, but you ain't getting the better of us this time. We ain't traded with a sky pirate that'll cross you to Pomus.
And there you were, thinking this would be ever so simple. Were you not, my dear Leofard?
Oh God, it's not Aurelia. Great, we gotta deal with this.
Surprised.
I'm not surprised. I knew this was coming. Not in the slightest. I was thinking surely Radlia and her talons would never sink so low as to become lackeys to a lackey. But here you are. I might even sort of pity you.
And that is where you consistently underestimate me, Red Bill. I would stop at nothing to realize my desires. Or were the sweet memories we made together in Dunescape not enough to convince you of that? But I suppose I might be willing to overlook your stubborn indifference, and return those stolen airship parts you so desperately seek, if you would but call me your captain.
Completing that airship means more to me than you'll ever understand. I ain't leaving here without me stolen goods. If they're worth recovering, that is. You there, Cockalorum! You didn't leave that plunder in wind-inspected territory, did you? Of course you did. Heads as empty as a tosspot's tankard. Those airship pots are embedded with highly calibrated corrupted crystals. Put them in any contact with wind sprites, and they're no better than glorified scrap. Wait a moment! He said contact, didn't he? How many wind sprites go contacting the rock formations in Providence, eh? It'll be fine. Utata, you've got hands on an airship, yes? Take it to Providence and go pick up our stolen goods. Some genius hid him under a rock.
You were bluffing?
Obviously! Don't make me doubt your intelligence, Radlia. What airship needs pods that can't handle a little wind?
Doubt what you'd like, Leofard. I hardly need bloody airship bits to bear you into submission.
Let me slip into something more comfortable. I so do love wearing this outfit.
Chris!
The one and only, bitch! Did you say Chris? As in the Chris Valentine? Since when was he a friend of the Red Bills? Seems I'm not the only one whose name is worth something in these parts. I'm still prettier, though. Keep telling yourself that. Well then, sweet cockatoos, let's get about cutting you up into cockatrees and fours, shall we? Red Bill by himself is one thing, but Chris is something else. Ain't nothing for it, lads. Flee for your lives! So much for monstrous. Let's leave him to the garrison. Ain't enough meat on the shivering bones to warrant the chase. Radlia. I reckon this was little more than a diversion to you, but surely you didn't think I'd fall to such a weak hand. All the more pity that you assumed those airship parts were the only pieces of value taken from me and mine. But no matter. It's time to make your allegiances clear. If you and your talons intend to continue this farce, then we'll have it out, here and now. Well?
It seems I misjudged my prospects. I had thought those simpletons might amount to more than sniveling turntails, but I have neither loyalty nor affection for a useless cockatoo. I suppose I shall have to content myself with this reunion in itself. But you'll need more than clever bluffs. You'll need more than clever bluffs to evade me next time. Of that, you may be certain.
Keep telling yourself that, sweetheart. Bye, Felicia.
Seriously.
Anyway. Leofard? Those were some fine samples, without question. Nothing beats wearing me own rags again. Go ahead to the Power and wait for us in my chambers. We'll be along once I've spoken to our knight's most thorny. We don't get a teleport, huh? You've already read the stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm taking the teleport, and Oxundu should be closer, I think. Yep, it is closer. Oh, I just passed you. There you are. And it's a nice clear day in the sea of clouds. And there we are. Alright, back to the Red Bill Standard. Haven't been here in a hot minute. In fact, this is probably the first time I've ever seen it in 4K. Though, of course, I'm streaming it at, you know, a lower resolution. Alright. Have you made it to Leofard's chambers yet?
I'm working on it.
I honestly forgot how much stuff the Red Bills have plundered over the years. Alright, let's hit our destination and... Well, Utata says all stolen property is accounted for and finishing touches on our airship proceed apace.
And according to the Rose Knights, the cockatoos will be shipped off to the Diadem, where they can enjoy volunteering their services for the betterment of mankind. Speaking of which, Captain, what is to become of the miscellanea recovered from the cockatoo's hoard? I am sure House Hallinot would lay claim to their possessions, but as for the appurtenances of origins unknown...
Worry not, puss. I don't pocket any jigamabob I find like some petty foister. We'll track down their rightful places soon enough, if my prediction holds.
Chris? Is that you?
Well,
it is! And you look quite as surprised as I feel to think we met here amongst the clouds and sky pirates. I was just finishing up my affairs in Idyllshire when who should come asking for me but Red Bill Leofard. Quite a thrilling twist to my day, I'll have you know.
How did Melalane put it? She's got her fingers in more pies than a high street baker. When I got wind she was in Idyllshire, it felt like snubbing fate not to enlist her expertise.
Well, I'm exceedingly glad you did. For I have returned triumphant. Allow me to present the famous traveling portraitist, Duramer. Portraitist? But of course! Among the recovered items were a number of singularly beautiful paintings.
Oh, I am relieved to hear it. When I learned which vessel had fallen prey to sky pirates, I thought those pieces would be lost forever.
So you are yet another victim of the monstrous cockatoos. Still, a personal summons to the Parax seems like the sort of social nicety to which the captain is normally intolerant.
I believe my presence here may have another good purpose entirely. You see, Leofard and I are old acquaintances, He commissioned me to paint that portrait, in fact. My beautiful daughter, Raemiel. She looks perfectly at home here. Beautiful daughter?
Aye. Durma is father to Lady Raemiel, the gentlewoman who cared for Leofard as a lad. He abdicated all family affairs to his son when he became a practicing artist, but he's still a lord in lineage. You mean to say that the renowned portraitist Durma is not only your grandfather, but a former lord as well? Oh, you must forgive my blithe introduction from earlier.
Not to forgive, Mistress Itaru. On the contrary, I'm indebted to you for tracking him down so quickly. Thanks to you, this can happen just as I hoped it might. Construction's about finished on our new airship, and I wanted you here when I christened her. The Raemiel will fly again. My dear boy, celebrating your mother's life with you continues to be my great honor. When you hung her portrait here, when you named your first airship, I could see the vestiges of her love shining in your countenance then, just as it is now. I only hope you continue to realize her greatest wish for you, to live as free and unfettered as the sky itself. I know she would be very proud.
I'm not crying. You are.
A bit like herding curls, ain't it? Getting us adventuring types all in one room. But, well worth the effort, I say. Moments like these are meant to be shared. Right! I believe we've got a new airship to fly, and the open sky awaits.
God damn it, when am I gonna learn to keep tissues next to my console?
I know, right? And, like, now this is an airship. With how she handles, I could fly to the edge of existence and back without so much as a hiccup. Which I hear on good authority, or on whatever authority a Manolane is when he's in his cups, you have literally done. I reckon I've never been such equal parts odd and envious, though I'll assume the invitation was simply lost by a post-mogul. Nay, in all candor, I'm certain there are some skies only meant for your eyes. Escapades surpassing even my wildest imaginings. So chart the ends of eternity and horizons filled with peril. Just don't think you've seen the last of what wonders these heavens hold. I'll come find you again before long, Chris. And I'll bring everything I always promise. That thrilling, heady rush of high adventure.
Cool. I still want your airship, though.
Yeah, right?
I want his mana cutter. Though farewell may be bitter sorrow, know that it is but fodder for reunions most gay.
Kitty!
No need to get mawkish, Furball. It ain't as if Chris is dropping off the face of the star. Not permanently, anyhow.
We'll meet again soon enough. Although, Kite Seath is liable to mope like a damn kitten till we do.
I expect these parts will be free of half-baked brigands for a time yet. Should you ever find yourself in need of a red bill, don't hesitate to call.
Thank you. 'Tis no small comfort knowing our ships may distribute their wares in safety.
As for you, Chris, we'll be in touch. You're damn right we will.
Well, that was invigorating. While I'd love nothing more than to catch our collective breath over a cup of tea, business calls me to Ishgard. No rest for the enterprising and talented, as they say. Shall we, Durmer?
Might I persuade you to accompany us? I should very much like to hear of your adventures. Painting subjects I find personally inspiring is a particular credo of mine, and I dare say you have brushed shoulders with more than a few individuals of note. Thank you for indulging an old man's eccentricities. Now then, perhaps you could begin with the adventures of you shared with Leopold and his crewmates. What the frack?
No! No! No, it's Taru!
Leopold intentionally offloaded this in our direction, yes? Whatever could it be?
Whatever it is, Leopold's a man of his word.
How mysterious. But now that I think of it, Leopold did mention sending something along when he asked me to track down Durmer. Well, I would make quite the sight lugging this around to all my meetings, so might I ask you to hold on to it for the time being? I trust you not to run off with my share of the reward. A gift from the notorious Red Bills. You know, they're rather a nice sort of sky pirate, don't you think?
Alright, let's chat with Durmer. A bright and energetic young lady is your employer, Chris. I hope shepherding me back to Ishgard did not delay her business over long. The tales you shared on the journey here were beyond anything I could have anticipated. Never have I heard such inspiring episodes of daring do. Though I may not know them personally, I find myself fascinated by the individuals you described, the comrades and acquaintances of your journeys. Yes, I believe I shall remain in the capital to paint for a time. Should you desire a portrait, I would happily part with it for the cost of its supplies. Find me here, and we can make arrangements. Wait, can I do it now? Oh, I guess I have to go to old Charlian first.
No.
You ready to go?
Yep.
Moving. Let's go. Take one final look at the past. And we out. And it's still cloudy up here in Charlian. Bon appetit.
Meh.
There she is. Alright, let's speak with Mehdjina.
Welcome back. I just received word from Mr. Staru. What's this about portraitists and sky pirates? Here you go. Red Bill Leopard gave you this. For the necklace? It seems to be a leather strap of sorts. And an antiquated one at that. Wait a moment. I recognize this design from my studies. This is a relic of the ancient city of Mach. It is said that Machi sorcerers would weave these cords with magics to make them unbreakable. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better material for the necklace. Oh, Mr. Staru will be so delighted. She chatted endlessly about how pleased she was to know the Red Bills and what sorts of products might prove useful to our daring new friends. And the Rose Knights have already placed an order for the garrison. So all in all, I believe our latest endeavor was a brilliant success. As always, we shall be on the lookout for new areas of opportunity. So I hope we can count on you to serve as our charming emissary again. In fact, I believe Mistress Tataru will insist on it. Until next time. You may now purchase portraits from Duramer by speaking to him in Ishgard. Well, I want to go back to Ishgard and actually see what portraits he offers before we sign off. Ethernet. And the last vigil. Alright, if I remember right, Duramer was... Yep, there he is. Beyond Gloam's... Oh! Oh, we've got to get all of these.
Where do I go?
Ishgard, the pillars.
Oh. Okay.
You can take it to the last vigil and hop down, or you can take it to the jeweled crozier and take the stairs up. But I am getting each of these because I'm putting these up in the FC estate eventually. Aw, that's a nice little picture of Tataru. But, with that being said, that concludes another episode in another chapter in the Tataru's Grand Endeavor storyline. What will we see? Who will we encounter next in our adventures as we continue to make a new gift for Tataru Taru? Only time and future patches will tell. Until then, that's it for this episode of Cruisnick's Sanctuary. Thank you to Arya Stormborn for joining us.
Where are you?
I'm right over here.
Where's over? Oh. Oh. Jeez, he's really right there.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you're watching on Twitch stay tuned for more. But if you haven't done it yet, hit the follow button, turn on notifications so you're well informed, and if you're feeling generous, throw some bits our way or to contribute to the channel, or subscribe for access to exclusive videos and live streams. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the previous episode of Tataru's Grand Endeavor. And click here to watch the next episode when it comes out. We'll see you next time.